Okay, so it's recording, so that's good. So this week I participated in the captain's challenge, and it went. It was really bad, actually. Like I failed that shit so hard. It was so hard for me. I don't really know why. Like I found out like after like what the words were, and I was like, oh, those were so easy. Like how didn't I get those? But I got really bad, and I passed in 2 questions, and that was like awful. So I did really bad. So I knew I wasn't gonna get captain. But thankfully, Alyssa got captain for the bikini bottom team, and I'm so proud of her. And she delayed that challenge, and she got captain, so she was able to pick me. And then she picked Dre. She picked who else was on my team? Peyton and Kim. I think that's it. Just the 4 of us. 5. Oh, there's someone else. Who am I missing? I don't know. But anyway, so Peyton and I are really close, and Alyssa and I are really close too. Dre, I've always gotten sketchy vibes from him. So when I found out we were doing that challenge, let's tell the story, kind of like a telephone type of thing, I knew I played on another game, and the other game I actually did really well in it. So I felt like I really did feel like really confident in myself. But then we did it last night, and it wasn't good at all. So that sucked. And Dre, my phone kept going off, and Dre literally only told me like 5 things, and I was like, okay, like that's kind of weird. This story is definitely not this short. So I knew he was missing a lot, like as it was. My phone kept going off out of something I couldn't control. My boyfriend kept calling me. So like, what was this? Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't just like block him, you know. So that was just like really hard. So of course we lost the challenge. We got 30 out of 100, I guess. 3 out of 10 questions. We got a 30, and it was so bad. But I'm kind of happy we threw it in a way. We didn't really throw it because like we were trying. At least I wanted to try, and I know like Alyssa wanted to try, but I guess Dre just doesn't he doesn't really have good comprehension skills, which kind of sucks for him. Like I really wonder how his reading level was in elementary school. I want to see those scores. But anyway, so we did that, and after the challenge, like I knew we were gonna lose. Like I wasn't like I really wasn't that upset. So I'm like, like whatever, guys. Like we'll try better next time. There's always so many more competitions. But Peyton comes to me, and he was like, oh, by the way, Dre is like throwing your name. He's throwing you under the bus or like losing the competition. So I was like, excuse me? Like I wasn't gonna throw anyone under the bus. I was completely calm. But you see, I'm from Jersey. You mess with me, I'm a Scorpio as well. I'm gonna come after you. I don't play this whole, like let me just pretend like I didn't hear that. Like, no. If I know something, I'm going straight to the person right then and there. I'm going and I'm telling them that I know, and I'm putting them in their place. And that's exactly what I did to Dre. So he got mad at me, and then Kim called me, and she was like, by the way, like Dre like isn't being negative, and I'm like, well, fucking shit, he is being negative. He's being a dickhead to me, and he deserves to leave. So then he wanted to get me out, and he wanted to get Peyton out, and now he's under the impression that I'm going home tonight, which good for him, but whatever, because I'm not fucking going home tonight. Like I'm so excited to see his face when they announce that I didn't go home and Peyton didn't go home. It's Dre. I can always see his face when he leaves because he deserves to leave. I've been hearing from everyone, like he's going around putting people I was yelling at production and stuff, and I was like, no. Like you call that yelling at production? Like, no, I'm not yelling at production. Are you kidding me? So I was just really mad that he's putting me out to be something that I'm not. And then we had like a little call, and he was like, yeah, like we're cool. I'm like, yeah, we're cool. We both know we were bullshitting, like, but yeah, that's that. And yeah, that's how that was going. So whatever. I had to calm down before I go off. I had to take a little deep breath, but okay, there we go.
Sorry.
It's okay.
um. So when you found out that Dre was throwing your name out, were you like nervous that people were gonna start taking his side? So were you nervous about the votes maybe flipping on you instead of Dre?
No, I was not really that nervous because of that. Just because I know a lot of people also get really sketchy vibes from Dre, and I know Dre is he just lies about everything, obviously. So that didn't really come across my mind. I was thinking maybe at least, like, I don't know, someone maybe like Mandy or someone might vote me out, but I didn't really think anyone else would, because I knew that it could get people to like really understand. Because I mean, everyone did see in the call, like, he was throwing me under the bus. So like, that's not a good look for you. Like, why would you have people, like, why would you expect people to vote your way if you're acting like that? You know what I mean? So I didn't really think so. I was kind of worried a little bit for Peyton, because I know like some people don't like Peyton. But thankfully, I think we're able to get the votes for tonight, and I think that Dre is definitely going to go home, and that Peyton and I will be safe.
So you received a power when you were the first captain. Have you ever found out who has
Like
the
the other
other
half.
half?
Yes, I did find out who the other half. I know Kim has the other half. I just gotta find out a way to kind of get that other half. I really don't know how I'm gonna do that, or if she's gonna be up for giving it to me. But if I don't, then I could probably just try and win captain again, and then just pick a rose box if that comes to be, and then I would have two halves. But I don't really think I need to get it right now for tonight, at least. I'm definitely gonna save that for later in the game, just so when I feel like I'm in jeopardy a lot more, because I feel like right now I'm kind of not. I feel like this is just Dre just scrambling around because he knows he's not safe.
So, since you know the basics of the format, what is your strategy moving forward?
So moving forward, I definitely want to work with the people I've been working with. So a lot of people don't know that Amir and Dylan and I are really close, and Peyton is kind of getting close to us as well. So I feel like in the end, we're all just gonna like try and work together. But I am in also an alliance with Alyssa and Jordan and Dylan, and that I feel like is also could be very useful. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the people I'm working with. But I think overall, like Amir and Dylan and I are gonna stay true to each other, and we're gonna try to become like a final three. So I think that's what we have kind of planned. But we don't really want anyone to know that we're close right now, just because that could put our games in jeopardy, and like people would know. And people are starting to figure out that Peyton and I are close too. So I really don't know how it's going to go for my game, but definitely with Amir and Dylan, I feel like we'll stay pretty true to each other. So I'm just planning on sticking by them and just bringing it all home.
So, moving forward in this game, who do you say you trust the most and who do you trust the least?
Who do I trust least? I think I definitely trust. I'd say Jeffrey, because I haven't spoken to him. I think that's his name. See, I don't really know. And I don't really trust. I don't really know if I trust Duke. He seems like a cool person to like talk to, but talking game wise, like I don't really know. But because he was trying to be a little sneaky there in the beginning with my last confessional, I think I did kind of explain that a little bit. But yeah, he was being really sneaky, and that was kind of not cool. So I really don't think I can trust him as much as I would have if he didn't pull that shit with me. So I really do think that right now I trust Amir, I'd say the most, and Peyton. And I guess I could trust Dylan the most too. I've heard in like other games he's kind of like when he like blindsided people, but I don't know. I really don't think he's gonna do that to me. So I think I really can trust those two the most though. But I guess the person I trust the most is definitely Amir or Peyton. I really can't decide. Just because Amir is putting this like whole persona on, and I know like people like are starting to kind of find out. So I know that might put his game in jeopardy as well. Definitely Peyton knows, and plus he was like recording the call with Alyssa, and that was just like a whole weird thing too. And I'm like, you gotta stop doing this. You gotta stop pulling this shit. Like you're gonna ruin your game. This is not gonna be good. So it's just been hard, but yeah.
Um, I don't have any more questions. Nicole, do you have any questions for Katelyn? I know you popped in a little late, but
Yeah, I missed a lot of it. Did you get the questions I usually ask about moving to 3 crews and what the captain strategy is?
I did ask her what her strategy is moving forward if she, with the whole captains thing. Yeah, Katelyn, you didn't really touch up on your thoughts on the captain's crew being 3 instead of 2 this round.
Oh yeah,
Can you
I
talk
do
about
want to
that?
go
Yeah.
over. So I think that's a very interesting way to go. I feel like it's kind of good because then we're working with more people, or like we're getting to know more people, and it's a lot less people in the crews too. So you're kind of like working with like a smaller group, and you can become a lot more close knit. And I feel like meeting a lot of these people will help my game too. But I also do think that this putting into elimination is very interesting as well because it's 2 crews trying to decide on like one person, and like I had like some of the people, like this is my first time talking to them, and I get kind of like worried, but I think I'll be okay. So I mean, I think that's interesting, and I really do hope it stays like this because I know I will be able to meet a lot more people and accomplish a lot more in my game.
I want to ask one more thing. What was it like being safe at the last elimination, but being able to cast a vote and kind of seeing into the dynamic of the other crew?
So seeing as the dynamic with the other group was I think it was a really cool experience just because I knew I was safe and like they wouldn't be able to like pull up my name as like getting any votes. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting experience just because I really didn't talk to that crew like a whole lot, and I kind of got to see their dynamic and how they worked as a group to get out that one person. So that was just and like also like seeing their strategies, like messaging them like who am I supposed to vote for? Because I was kind of clueless just because I really haven't spoken to any of them because I didn't have a need to. So it was interesting to see all that.
The only other thing I have is you've played some Survivor and I think even some Big Brother games. How has your strategy had to change with this different format?
So this is for format. Just because you are like moving around a lot, I think I can't be like super like. I think I do have to rely a lot more on some other people, where in like the other games, like it was just like a few people, but like in this one you're meeting a lot more people. You have to like work with a lot more people as well. So my strategy, I think, moving forward is just kind of laying low for these next few rounds, and just but like really like talking to like the people I've been talking with because I feel like a lot of people don't know like Jordan and I are working together. Like who knows that? I feel like really no one does except for like the people in the alliance. Like the other side though, I really don't want to like get too close to anyone else. I feel like the people I'm with right now are really good. So I think moving forward, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with them, and that's how my strategy's differed. Because in other games, like I don't have to like stick with like a few people for the entire game. Which I mean, I guess I am kind of doing that now, so I'm kind of contradicting myself. But I didn't have to like pretend to work with some people, if that makes any sense. And I didn't really have to like come, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm even like saying. I think I'm just blabbering now.
Yeah, I think what I hear you saying is you're able to spread out who you're working with so that the other people aren't aware because you're not always in the same group.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's all I have.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I have too. Thank you, Katelyn.
All right. Thank you guys so much.